They set this up, and then we rip the rug out from under them right in the middle of it, okay? It's illegal in terms of U.S. law. It's breaking a contract. It's breaking our word and making us look feckless and irresponsible, and it is harming people.
We've seen this drastic turn in U.S. foreign aid. Again, assistance having a stop work order. There's confusion over the carve-outs, what is exempt. The State Department is now attempting to absorb U.S. aid. You've called this decision dumb. You've been a vocal critic of what's going on with U.S. aid. Tell me why.
It's also illegal, okay? And I want people to understand what's going on here. The United States Congress passed the law and the funding for all of these programs. It was signed by the president. It is the law of the United States of America. And then we entered into contracts with a variety of different people to provide these services, binding contracts. And President Trump and Elon Musk came in and violated our law and violated all of those contracts to cut off support. So regardless of what the contracts are for or where they're going, as a starting point, it is simply illegal. It is a violation of the law to come in and change the law without changing the law unilaterally from the executive branch. It is illegal. But the second thing is, it is devastating because these programs, as you pointed out, they're feeding people. They're treating people with horrible diseases. We entered into these contracts to help people. Now, even if you want to take the cynical and I think wrong-headed approach of, well, what do we care, about feeding people in Sudan, okay? We promised to do it, okay? And if we hadn't promised to do it, then they could have turned to somebody else, all right? They set this up, and then we ripped the rug out from under them right in the middle of it, okay? It's illegal in terms of U.S. law. It's breaking a contract. It's breaking our word and making us look feckless and irresponsible. And it is harming people. And to your point about how no one knows exactly what to do, it's not just the programs that they've specifically cut off. If you are trying to figure out which programs are allowed to continue, you don't know, and they're not offering any guidance. The one thing they are doing is if you at USAID at any point in this process said, hey, I don't understand this, I think this is wrong, they're firing you. Okay, so there's a massive incentive not to speak up and to try and fix it. And they are shutting down this agency, again, in violation of the law, in violation of a contract, and harming people. Now, I would make a broader national security foreign policy argument. We need friends and allies in the world. Russia, China, Iran, Hamas, Hezbollah, North Korea. There's all kinds of bad people out there in the world pushing things that are dangerous. We want friends and allies to work with us. Well, they're not going to do that if we abandon them to starve to death after we promise them that we're going to help them. It is bad for the U.S. on every conceivable level and something that there should be massive outrage about, and there is.